Okay, we've got Lords of the Fallen, an extended story trailer. Let's take a look. You can barely see my face. Let's do it. Dark Crusader. Something spooky's coming for him.
You never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Oh, snap. Here's his head.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child.
What if that was a reveal that every character is one death? Is hardcore mode. There is no, there are no second retries.
For you have been deceived. Another sin. They brand me evil. A tyrant. And yet I offer you something they will
Did she
not.
survive?
A choice.
Hello again, deathless one.
After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny.
I need to turn on that. I need to turn on the subtitles. I can't understand it. Oh, I can't do it.
See what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. Now you will know darkness, brother. Of a god human. Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness. And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back.
Basically a hype trailer. That little line here.
The shadow.
What is this crap? IGN, come on. It says,
And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back.
that's basically this. That's the classic line of, what is it? I forget how good. It's like, look into the abyss long enough and the abyss, or stare into the abyss long enough and the abyss stares back. There's a couple things I wanted to mention here. So first of all, not a lot to say here. Cool monster designs. Everything looks pretty good. I did notice that this like Valkyrie character that you fight early in the game, she seems to come back or something. Maybe she doesn't die. I don't know. Definitely more character driven than Elden Ring or Dark Souls. A lot of FromSoft games, except for Sekiro, they are just so grandiose and stoic, and they're so like archetypical. There's not really characters and like motivations and stuff. Like everything has like a function and a purpose, and it's like layered and abstract like lore and like symbolism that they're trying to make up. This looks to be a little more character driven. I don't know how much though. This makes me remember one fear is I hope the bosses do not talk to you, or rather, I hope they're not chatty. It really annoys me in games when bosses are chatty because it's just a distraction. Just let the fight play out. I don't care if they talk before and after. There have been a couple bosses in Souls games that chit-chat with you a little bit when they just sit and blab and blab and blab. So hopefully that's not happening in this game. Honestly, I don't really care for that. I did look at the classes earlier. The classes are pretty interesting, very Souls-like, and I'm okay with that. This was the Dark Crusader. I think this is Dark Crusader. I think you can only get him right off the bat if you buy the deluxe edition or the $10 more edition, but normal players can earn it just by playing the game normally, I suppose. It's a little tacky, but I'm not so concerned with that. If I can get it in the game with normal play, then I'm okay with that. I should do a video on the classes, though. They're actually pretty fun. They called him in this trailer, they called him the Deathless. That's like the world's not working right. You keep coming back. Explanation as to why you can have infinite tries other than it's just a game. Got some Fallen Crusaders. There's one of the sex beacons. Okay, this is actually really cool here. This would be interesting, right? So he holds the lantern up. You see as the enemy, and you get like this, over here is like the Axiom vibe, and over here is the Umbral vibe. It would be really gnarly and scary if there were like active enemies that were in the Umbral that you just could not see without the lantern, or like removing your one life and making yourself available to be in the Umbral world. That could be really crazy. It's like a ghost, like in the real sense, not like I have to use elemental damage to kill it, like literally a ghost that you can't hit until you flip the switch. I'm still skeptical about the use time of the lantern. Up, down, up has a little bit of a use time. That could be annoying in like clutch combat moments. I'm not sure about that. We'll see how it works, but it's just that's just here to stay, so we'll see. You got some cool monsters, probably some cool bosses, lots of cool areas. Not much to say beyond that. Here we have a mounted enemy. Mounted enemies were a big deal for From to put in their games. The first one was in Sekiro, then they went harder on it in Elden Ring. Not a long video here, but all good things. I have no like strong opinions on the story. I'm very neutral on it. I don't know what it's going to be exactly, other than there's a bad demon god and like there's different like points of view of whether he should stay or not, or how he should be removed or whatever. I guess we'll just see when it comes out.